The next motion is in the name of Assembly Member Garratt. Please. That's okay.
Well, he caught on the hop. I thought we were doing the previous
Well, it's been a bit chaotic, to say the least.
It's been very straightforward and clear throughout, Chair. A well-chaired meeting. So this is, in some ways, a return to the discussion about bus safety and the fact that London's buses hospitalise, on average, about 50 people every month. And this is a sort of static figure that has been there for a long time. The most recent data actually shows that it has increased over the term of this mayor's office. Despite his commitment to Vision Zero, the number of people being hospitalised and killed by London's buses continues to rise. The specific point, I think, that I'm really interested in this motion is about transparency, about making it clear what's going on, because both the Mayor and TfL have their commitment to Vision Zero, so they're committed to at least reducing it, ideally to zero, but certainly reducing it a bit. My concern is that although the data that I mentioned, so for the last 2 months that are available, there's 99 people who were hospitalised by London's buses, plus not including fatalities. That data is actually quite hard to get. It's published on the TfL website, but it's quite hard to obtain. All this motion is attempting to do is make it so that the information for each TfL board meeting, that information about the number of people being hospitalised, the number of people being killed by London's buses on the streets is included within the Commissioner's report, presented before the TfL board, so that they can do then what I think they would naturally do with that information, which is interrogate it and press TfL to improve those figures so that fewer people, passengers, cyclists, pedestrians, other road users, are being hospitalised and killed by London's buses. The Mayor sort of committed to do it when I asked him about this at the last MQ. However, since then, the new TfL Commissioner's report for the TfL board meeting, which is happening on Wednesday, has come out. It doesn't contain these figures. So I think let's call that an omission due to time pressure. But I'm optimistic that the following TfL board meeting, with unanimous support from the Assembly, which I think we can rely on today, will encourage that data to go in front of the TfL board so that they can see the extent of this problem and then start to do something about it, which I think we would all certainly want to see. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you. Assembly Member Berry to second, please.
Thank you very much, Chair. And thank you to colleagues for working cross-party and drafting this motion. I join Assembly Member Garratt, I join bus drivers and I join Londoners in calling on our Mayor to provide an update on exactly how much progress has been made towards achieving Vision Zero for buses. The Mayor's 2022 target was a 70% reduction in people killed or seriously injured in or by a bus. In reality, the Mayor has only hit a 54% reduction. Colleagues, no Londoner should lose their life because of a Transport for London bus, and no bus driver should feel they can't raise safety concerns. As my colleague, Assembly Member Russell, pointed out to us at the last plenary, we can and we must continue to hold the Mayor to achieving his own Vision Zero targets. Thanks to the tireless efforts of campaigners like Tom Carney, who has been such a strong voice on bus safety for over a decade, I am confident today's motion is another step on the pathway to Vision Zero. London can achieve zero road deaths, and action on buses is an essential part of getting there. I urge you all to vote for this motion today.
Thank you. Assembly Member Pidgeon, please.
Thank you very much indeed. The Lib Dem group welcome this motion today and we will be supporting it. I mean, it's deeply concerning that more people have been killed and seriously injured by London buses in 2022 than in 2016, in a trend that sadly suggests that despite all of the efforts, and there has been so much going on, that we're not on track to achieving the Mayor's aspiration for no one to be killed in or by a London bus by 2030, an aspiration that we all quite clearly support. Any death or injury caused by a TfL vehicle is one too many, and the pain such a death causes the victim's family, friends and loved ones is insurmountable. And my thoughts are with those who have been impacted by these collisions and incidents today. And we agree with the motion's call for the Commissioner to include the number of those hospitalised by or on TfL buses in the Commissioner's monthly report to the TfL board, and to include both the numbers of bus-related KSIs and significantly more detail on those in the Commissioner's report, so that the whole board is aware of the level and trend in this bus data. And I welcome there has been some movement on this. We had a letter we were copied to as leaders to Assemblymember Garratt about this from the Deputy Mayor for Transport, and that's good progress. But it's really important this is always up the agenda. This data will make it far more accessible for TfL to be held to account and provide that crucial data to improve safety in and around all TfL operations. I hope the Mayor will respond positively to this motion today.
Thank you. Assemblymember Garratt to sum up, please.
Well, having been accused of dragging things on, Chair, I will cut things short. I think it's obvious why this is a good idea. The Mayor more or less agreed to do it. I think everybody in this chamber would want to see it done. The data is available. It's really hard to find. It should be more easy to find. It should be put under the board's noses so that they can't avoid looking at it and commenting on it, and therefore hopefully doing something about it. And I hope it's an important step to making that happen. Thanks, Chair. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Can I see all those in favour of the motion as indicated?
I believe, is that unanimous,
That
Chair?
looks unanimous to me.
Unanimous.
Thank you. We'll now go back to